Hi, I'm Betty. Welcome to my kitchen. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and corned beef and cabbage, of course, is the traditional dinner. But if you're like me, boiled cabbage just doesn't do a whole lot for you. So instead of the traditional boiled cabbage and potatoes along with the corned beef, I'd like to share with you my recipe for Colcannon cakes. Colcannon is a traditional Irish mixture of potatoes, onions, and cabbage. And it really is so much more delicious as a combination rather than as separate ingredients. So I have in my pan a half cup of water and 3 tablespoons of butter. I'll let that come to a simmer and just wait until the butter melts. The butter and water have come to a simmer, and I'm going to add a half pound of cabbage that I have chopped fairly finely. This is going to cook in the butter and water mixture, and the cabbage will give up a lot of its liquid, and I'm going to cook it until it's fairly dry. As you can see, the liquid has almost entirely evaporated and the cabbage is cooked, which you can really tell because it has now turned a bright green. I'm going to add half of a fairly large onion that I've chopped, and we're going to let this cook now until the mixture just begins to fry, and it'll have a few little brown spots on it, and that's when we'll know it's ready to go. My cabbage onion mixture has finished cooking, and you can see I'm just starting to see some lightly browned flecks on this, so I know it's ready to dump in my potatoes. I have here a pound of potatoes that I cubed and cooked for about 10 minutes, just until they're tender. I cooked those in salted water, so we do have some salt in here already. Now I'm going to use a pastry blender so that I can control the texture. I don't want these mashed to a puree. I just want them crushed together. It doesn't matter if there are some fairly good lumps of potato. That's just about right. And now I'm just going to let these sit until they're cool enough to handle. My potato mixture is now cool enough to handle, and I'm forming it into cakes. You can make these as large or small as you like. You'll get 5 or 6 cakes. I'm probably going to get about 5 out of this. I did add some freshly ground black pepper to it. And now I'm just going to dredge these in a little flour. Hope this doesn't fall apart. Give that a little squish back together and set that aside. And I think we've got enough for about one more good-sized cake here. You can press this fairly firmly. This isn't like a meatball mixture that you want to be light. You want this to stick together. Again, dredge it in the flour. And these are set to go. My Colcannon cakes have browned on the first side, and I'm ready to flip them over to brown on the second side. Just a few minutes more to brown on the second side, and we will be ready to serve dinner. The Colcannon cakes have cooked on the second side. They're warm through, and they're ready to serve with my glazed corned beef and glazed carrots for a perfect St. Patrick's Day dinner. And there you have a beautiful St. Patrick's Day dinner. All you need to finish it is a pint of Guinness and maybe some Irish soda bread. Watch for my video on that. And check my website for other recipes.